Hi, I'm Holly Andrews, Integrative Nutrition Health Coach and Stress Recovery Coach. Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to the kitchen. This week, I am excited to share with you a quick and easy weeknight meal that doesn't take a lot of time. I know it's back to school time. People are getting crazy, schedules are getting crazy again. And so this week I have for you my quick and easy avocado pesto with zucchini noodles and shrimp bowl. Obviously with this recipe, you can mix and match things like if you want this is a low carb meal as designed with the zucchini noodles. So lots of fiber, lots of complex carbs there, but low carb, low glycemic. If you need something heavier, then you might want to consider a chickpea pasta. So giving you a lot of protein, but also a lot of fiber still. Plant-based pasta there with that chickpea, or you could go with your standard pasta. If you can't eat shrimp or you don't like shrimp, you could always substitute for chicken or another type of protein. So a really versatile meal, and this pesto has a secret ingredient in it that I absolutely love. So let's talk about why this meal is going to help you keep your stress levels balanced, your stress resilience up, cortisol levels where we want them, blood sugar levels where we want them, all the goodness packed into this quick and easy weeknight recipe. All right, so obviously we have a great protein here in the shrimp. I picked up some wild caught shrimp. That is important to me that I get the wild caught shrimp, but you can get whatever shrimp you feel comfortable getting. The shrimp, of course, it's packed with protein, really high in protein. So you're getting over 30 grams of protein in this recipe per serving with the shrimp. Shrimp is also full of selenium, which if you have thyroid issues, that is going to help there as well. We've got avocado and a little bit of olive oil here, healthy fats, full of omega-3 fatty acids, great for brain health, great for digestion, helping to regulate our energy, right? Those good fats help keep our body going for longer, help us absorb all of our nutrients that we need. So good sources of healthy fats here. Finally, in that avocado, I chose to use pumpkin seeds instead of the traditional pine nuts. And I did that because pumpkin seeds are full of magnesium, and magnesium is one of those powerhouse nutrients that helps with our stress resilience, stress reduction, and cortisol balance. So all kinds of goodness there. So really a meal that is packed full of things that are going to help keep the stress where we want it, help our bodies do what we want it to do, and manage our stress. We've also got some seasonal produce in this recipe, of course, with the zucchini. The zucchini is just in season right now. I picked some up at the farmer's market. I didn't grow any this year, but I picked some up at the farmer's market and I chose to spiralize it myself. I have a spiralizer I love, and I did that myself. But of course, if you really want quick and easy, most grocery stores sell already spiralized zucchini noodles, either in the produce department, or you can probably find them in your freezer section as well. So if you want true quick and easy, go that route. I just didn't. We've also got some cherry tomatoes. The cherry tomatoes that I have for this recipe, I actually grew, but obviously cherry tomatoes, you can get them from your farmer's market, you can get them from your grocery store, you can probably get them from your neighbor right now. If you're anything like me, they grew several cherry tomato plants and have cherry tomatoes kind of coming out their eyeballs. So I bet you can find some neighbors who grew some cherry tomatoes and would be more than willing to share with you. So, and then finally, fresh basil. I grew this basil as well that I'm using in the recipe today, but of course, basil, again, you probably have a neighbor who grew some. I would be happy to share with you or pick some up from the farmer's market or grocery store. But that basil is naturally anti-inflammatory. So again, helping to reduce our stress load on our bodies, which are going to help reduce our stress load on our mind. And so this happens to be Thai basil, and it has a bit of a lemon flavor scent to it. So I figured that that would complement the lemon that we have in the pesto, as well as lemon and shrimp go really, really well together. So all those good ingredients, let's talk about throwing this together. All right, I mentioned that I spiralized my zucchini. I did that off camera just because people don't necessarily spiralize their own zucchini. But you do want some sort of zucchini noodle if you're choosing to use the zucchini. I also halved my cherry tomatoes off camera. You've seen me do that. Everybody knows how to half a cherry tomato, so I figured I wouldn't do that on camera. But I got those things done, and then I moved on to making my pesto. So I have half an avocado here. I've got the fresh basil, so I packed a 1/4 cup of fresh basil leaves. That's how much I use, and I did make sure that the quarter cup was truly packed. I have a tablespoon of lemon juice, so I just juiced half a lemon here like I usually do when I need a tablespoon of lemon juice. Added a tablespoon of olive oil. I chose to use my garlic infused olive oil here. And then I have a tablespoon of water, a quarter teaspoon of salt, and a quarter teaspoon of garlic powder. So I popped that all into my little mini food processor and just blended that up until I got a sauce consistency and a consistency that I liked. So that's it. That was so easy. And then I had my shrimp ready to go, my zoodles ready to go. So I fired up my pans. I used a large pan for my shrimp because I didn't want them to steam. I really wanted them to saute and sear. And then I used a little bit of a smaller pan, a dry pan for my zucchini noodles. I wanted them to steam, and the natural, the water in the zucchini was gonna help me do that. So I got them going basically at the same time. I did put my zucchini noodles in the pan first, then I put my shrimp in their pan, and I let them cook for about 2 to 3 minutes per side. And I just kind of kept tossing the zucchini noodles as the shrimp was cooking. Once everything was done, I added my pesto sauce into my zucchini noodles and stirred it around. Then I got my plate out. I took a big scoop, if you will, of my zucchini noodles, put them on my plate, topped that with half of the shrimp because this recipe makes 2 servings. And then I took half of my cherry tomatoes and sprinkled it on top, and this is what you get. It looks amazing, it smells amazing. My daughter's in the other room and she even commented like, "What smells so good?" And she doesn't even like shrimp, y'all. So it does smell really good. I can't wait to dive in. This is dinner tonight, but you could even add a little bit of Parmesan or whatever you might normally put on some sort of pesto meal. I might actually do that. I might actually add a little bit of Parmesan on there, but I love this. It is so easy, it is so simple, and you really can't go wrong. Again, something you don't like, substitute it out. It's really versatile that way, and I love versatile recipes. It makes it easy for everybody and to accommodate everybody's tastes and needs. So drop a comment, let me know if you make this, if you use substitutions. I'd love to know what you use. I think the more that we help each other out here, the better. So be sure to check out my Instagram, my social media profiles for more stress tips, stress wellness tips, stress resilience. Also, if you need one-on-one support managing stress recovery or creating your own personalized stress recovery roadmap, that is exactly what I designed my coaching program for. So check out the link in the description below. See that, watch the overview video, fill out that quick 3 minutes to reset form. I'll review it personally and get back to you on next steps. Finally, if you haven't checked out my book, Heal Your Stress from the Inside Out, I deep dive into what stress does to our bodies, how nutrition can help us recover from that, as well as show you how to create a personalized roadmap. So check that out as well. If you've read the book, leave me an Amazon review. That would really help me out there. And until next time, I hope you've enjoyed this recipe. I'm Holly Andrews, and I believe that you can heal your stress from the inside out.